Hello everybody, welcome back. This is the first episode of a new series. Basically, I'm going to be playing on my alt and trying to get Infinity 5. And starting off, we have a decent lobby, two S6s. I recognize both of them actually. And see if we can win this, get some good rank. Okay, so starting out hole 16, looks like we did not have the best tee position, so this is going to be tough. Let's see. I think we can, yeah, the wind's pretty light, so it should be still an easy make the shortcut. Let's see if we can pass the bunker here, actually. I think with this full power, it's gonna just be enough to get the roll, or it might be not, it might be too much. Yeah, it was too much. But this is a pretty straightforward chip. See if we can get the eagle here. Looks like someone else, did that go in? Yep, someone else made it. So. And it looks like we made it as well. So that's a nice eagle to start, and we're going to be tied for first at least. Looks like only one other person got the eagle, so we're still tied for first with one other person. And I do not believe they're one of the S6s, so that's kind of interesting. Sorry about that background noise, if you can hear it. There's some construction going on outside my house. But anyway, hole 17 next, not hole 18, so could have been a better seat, but this is fine. Front right tee box, but doesn't make too much of a difference on this hole. Let's see. I think about here is perfect with the driver. If we can get that roll up there, that'll be perfect. And we do not get the roll. We hit it a little bit short. If I had landed it a tiny bit farther on the rough, it would have just rolled up there perfectly. And it looks like that was the person who chipped in on the first hole, I'm pretty sure. So I'm just going to try to backspin this one in. And nope, just missed it. Probably should have tried to roll that one in, but I thought backspin would give it like 2 chances to go in. Unfortunately, it probably would have gone in if I had just tried a regular shot. It looks like someone micro putted, which sucks for them. And we get a par. Looks like there's not really many birdies, so let's move on to the next hole. Have a 1-point lead over the one person who made a birdie, who was also S6. So let's go on to the next hole, see what we have next. And we have hole 2. With this pin and this wind, is not going to be easy. So let's see what we can do. This might be backspin and it might be spoon. I'm not sure yet. See, depending on the wind. Okay, this probably isn't the best for backspin. So I'm just going to hit this with the spoon. Okay, let's see. So it's probably going to be around here. I'm sorry if this content's like a little bit more boring than Sensei's, because I do take a bit longer to adjust, I think, and just make sure everything's correct. I think here's about good, with 2 dots. That was a little over 2 dots, and it would have been perfect with 2, but unfortunately it's going to be too far. That was a bit of a mess up. So I think for every episode I'm going to do 2 games. And I'm going to play off camera as well, unlike Sensei's series, because I kind of don't want to have to just play like once every 2 days. But I will give a recap of where I ended off before each episode. In this episode, I'm pretty sure I'm at the beginning of Infinity 2. So there we go, we do make the putt, which is a nice birdie, and let's go on to the next hole, see what we have next. Still got the par, looks like we're still in first by 1 point, see what we have next. And, okay, looks like we have hole 3. Actually, 100% of the time after getting hole 2, we always get hole 3. If it's the first hole in like the semifinals or first round. Because it always picks 2 out of the 3-hole group, like Classic A, which would be holes like 10 to 12. If you get hole 11 first, as like the first round, the first hole of the first round, then you're always going to get hole 12 next. So I don't know if that really helps with strategy or anything, but you learn that after just playing enough of the game. And I'm just going to try to go over that right side of the tree there. I think I might clip the tree, which would not be good. No, yeah, I barely clipped it. So that's just not going to leave us an easy eagle chip at all. And we're going to have to curve this to get anywhere close to the green. But we'll see. Okay, that was decent, but it's not going to curve enough. I mean, it curved enough, it's not going to fly enough, so looks like we're going to have to do a nice little backspin shot here to have a chance at making this. And that is not good. If we had just gone a tiny bit more left, that was in the hole because it would have spun back to the right. But unfortunately, we do hit the flag, and now we have, well, not too difficult of a birdie putt. It should be pretty easy. And there we go. Got a nice birdie. Looks like Zach, the person who's 1 point behind us, just missed. So we're still going to be ahead by 1 point going to the finals. Let's see what we have next. With a 1 point lead. See if we can clutch this out. Hopefully we don't get like... Actually, I don't really know what I'm hoping for here. Just something that's not too easy to catch up on. And... okay, I mean, this is just probably going to be a birdie for everyone. So, with a good amount of wind helping us, this might be the strategy to just go for the very right side of the fairway and not just try to drive it, because then you'll have a weird angle. But no, because the wind's diagonal, it might be best to go over here.
Nice shot.
So I'm gonna go for the left side of the fairway, because then you'll have a straighter wind in, so you won't have to adjust as much. But that's still not perfect wind. It's gonna be a tough shot to make still.
Nice shot.
See about that. Unfortunately, just did not hit it hard enough, but that was a good shot otherwise. I guess I just tap it in and hope that Zach doesn't make it. There we go. We did make a birdie and end up getting the victory on this first match of the first video. Let's see how much rank we gained from this.
Finish.
Alright, that's a decent amount, making our way up towards Infinity 3. I thought I was actually a bit lower in Infinity 2, but we're actually like we're over halfway now to Infinity 3. Let's go on to the next game now. Alright, second game of the video. It looks like we find an S7 player, King Harley. I've played against them a lot recently, and they're pretty good. As well as 4 other S-rank players, and an E and a D rank, or a B rank. So, see if we can win this. It'll be some good rank, and I think I'm actually going to do 3 videos, I mean not 3 videos, 3 games per episode. I don't know why I can't speak when I'm recording. But yeah. So, I think this is about good alignment. Maybe that. Let's see. Okay, it looks like we did not aim enough for, we aimed too much for the slope. Normally that slope kicks it far right, but I just aimed too far left, so it kicked straight. Someone hit the flag, I don't know if it went in. Okay, I barely made that. I thought I hit that for a second. And it looks like the S7 player made a par. So, Moving on to either hole 5 or 6, we are tied for first. King Harley does have a chance to catch up on both holes because they can make an eagle on hole 5 and birdie on hole 6 will likely get them in. Yeah, because a lot of people online still don't know how to play this hole. There's basically a different route for every single pin, so that can be a bit difficult for everyone. But for this pin, there are 2 ways to play it. With this wind, you want to go over here and let the wind carry you just to the right of that pine, and it'll end up bouncing down the left side of the fairway, so you have a straight shot at it, like this.
Nice shot.
Okay, so that's perfect. So now we're on the left side of the fairway, and we don't have to worry about that tree on the right. Okay, so that shark player is in the perfect spot, but this works as well, just for I think like a 3.4 with this.
Nice
That
shot.
is not a 3.4. So, looks like I overshot that. I don't know what happened. Guess I just had a weird downswing or something, but that is not good, and now we're going to have to chip this in and save it. And nope, that is a terrible chip. So now we're going to be down going into the semifinals, and not what I wanted. I still don't know why I didn't get 3.4 there. Yeah, there's our par. Okay, looks like only 3 people are ahead of us. But still, we're going to have to make a comeback now. We're not going to make it to the finals unless we either get unlucky with the holes or I make a chip in. Okay, well we got lucky with the holes, so someone's probably going to mess up on either this one or the next one. And I have a good tee. So, here we go. Yeah, so with this win you can actually make it. But I probably need the eagle chip to make it up to first. Okay, watch this.
Nice shot.
Just like that. It's going to just roll right in that big tree. This one right here. And we're going to have to use a 9-iron or 7-iron to punch it into the tree. Shouldn't be too difficult. I'm going to use a 7 here and just let it roll up. And it looks like we missed a chip. That is not good.
Nice approach.
And we're not going to be in first. Someone else got lucky. Made it. Sunk the birdie. So, but still not in first, and we are going to lose probably half a bar or so for third in this. Actually, maybe less because there were a few good players. But I still don't really want to get third, and this is not good wind. I'm going to have to eagle this, likely. Unless someone goes in the water, which could happen, actually. So for this tee shot, if the wind's blowing like this, kind of, you want to not adjust at all and just swing. It gives you a pretty good alignment. So, puts you in a pretty good spot. You could aim a little bit more left, actually. I did this with like 33 and it put me at the very edge, but 31 I guess you can go a little bit left. But we can make it from here. Just to the left side of the island.
Nice shot.
There we go. So if you're all the way close to the left side of the fairway, you can actually probably make it up to the farther right, which will help for the pins on the right side of the green. So from here, I don't think I can putt it all the way to the hole. It would be ideal to putt it with this wind, but I'm going to have to try to sink this chip. Never mind, 2 people just went in the water. Okay, so let's try to make this chip. Just going to use the 7-iron here. Been trying this technique recently. Here we kind of just let it roll. Except that's under hit. Yeah, if I had enough for shelf and it would have rolled up nicely to the second. Might have just wanted to wedge it, but sometimes the roll can be inconsistent with that. And it looks like we're going to get another birdie. They went in the water again, so see what happens after this hole. Alright, so it does look like that was a rough hole for basically everyone, because it put me from like 3 points down up to first place with a mediocre score. But anyway, let's just see if I can finish this out in the finals, not choke. Let's see what hole we get. Hole 1, so they'll have to make a chip in if they want to beat me, especially with this wind. But it's not on the equation yet. I'm just going to go for the eagle just for security. And if I miss, it should still be a guaranteed birdie. Alright. Okay, so yeah, like I said, they'll probably have to eagle in this wind if they want to beat me, and that's not very likely.
Nice shot.
But just going down the left side so we have straighter wind angle. They have like a direct crosswind, but I'm going to end up over there as well. So I'm going to see if I can just chip this one close, or maybe even in. Let's see. .31 miles an hour is a lot even with the 5 iron, so I'm just going to go over here. Hit like 1.3. Yes, I didn't even adjust enough for the wind with that. And if I had landed short, I would have gotten launch roll, which is kind of why I used that. It would basically control the power for me. And one person missed. I think the other person's going to miss as well. Let's just watch this. Yeah, so that's a win for us on the second game. Let's go see how much rank we get.
Nice birdie.
That stuff happens a lot in these lower ranked lobbies. Let's see how much rank we get. And yeah, that's actually a decent amount for that lobby. Go, final match of the video. We did find an S4, S2, S3. Okay, so pretty much a low S rank lobby, which is decent, I guess. I would have hoped to find like another infinite or high S player besides King Harley this match in this video, but this will do. Ari, or Ari, I don't know how to pronounce that, is actually an S8 player's alt, an S9 player actually, that I know. So.
Nice shot.
Okay, there we go, good drive. See if we can sink the second shot. Should be pretty straightforward. It kicks right off the green. And this pin's a good amount on the green, so you don't have to worry about launch roll. And the wind's blowing a little bit. I still have yet to figure out these winds. They always feel kind of inconsistent to me, but it might just be me. So I think this is 11 down and right, which is about 6 miles an hour to the right, which would be like here. I think. But with the club up, probably here. I'm guessing. See if we can make this. Let's see, maybe. Did we hit it hard enough? Okay, we just over-adjusted for the wind. Otherwise, that was perfect. So nobody really has an advantage. It's just a 4-hole game at this point. And I think we either have a hole 2 or hole 3 next. And we did get hole 3. So this might cause some separation in the group. The wind is blowing directly to the right, which shortcut is possible still. It's actually crosswind also, so not directly crosswind, it's helping a bit, so I'm gonna club down the spoon here and hit full. I think that's perfect with this wind.
Nice shot.
Let's see. So we did just aim a little bit to the right. I thought that was gonna launch roll all the way to the other side for a second, but we're fine. Someone else was not so lucky. Rest in peace, Beans and Hog Legs. Sucks for them. Not for me. We're over here, sitting nicely in the fairway. It's just hit a 5-iron, I guess. I think over the middle of this tree is perfect. With a full 5. Just under full.
Nice shot.
Let's see. So we did give the wind too much credit there. If we had gone a tad bit to the right, we would have gotten a bounce straight to the right with the iron. I thought that would extend all the way up with the 5-iron, but it didn't. So we're going to have to sink this putt now from the fringe. Not going to be easy, and fringe putting is by far the worst part of my game right now. Okay, let's see if we got that, and we do. That's a perfect putt straight in the middle of the hole. Thought I might have messed it up from the practice swings, but we are good, and rest in peace Beans again. There was only one other eagle, and it was by the S3 player. Beans is eliminated, only person to be eliminated besides the person who quit, which I'm guessing was the other person who went out of bounds. So let's move on to the next hole, see what we get. Hole 16 for the third game in a row, wow. Normally I don't get this hole very often, so I'm surprised to have gotten it this often in this video. And let's see how the wind is. Okay. This pin is not hole-in-oneable, I don't think. Actually, Clam might have done it with his most recent video. Go check that out, I'll probably put the link in the description. But we're going to try to hole-in-one this an alternate way. I think this might be a little bit stupid, but I'm still going to go for it. As long as I don't overpower it. Let's see about that. No, don't hit the... Oh, okay, that's not good. And I have absolutely no idea why I tried to do that when I could have just done what that person did. That would have been perfect if it got under like I wanted it to, but unfortunately it did not, and now we're stuck here. Just hit another shot. Hopefully that one actually gets through the tree. Yeah, we're good there. Yeah, I could have just done that. Why didn't I do that? That is not the smartest play by me, to be honest. But anyway, this chip should be pretty easy for the safe par. I think. Actually, this might not be as easy as I thought it was. Okay. Please go in. Okay, we do. We do save the par, which is nice. Are 3 points down to the person who made the birdie there, what we couldn't do. And we do still have a chance to catch up, especially if it's hole 17. Yeah, we do get hole 17. Okay. This wind is not good though, because with this pin, normally you go full power and it doesn't even reach. And with headwind, it's just going to go even shorter. And this headwind is not going to help at all. I just got to give myself the best angle at a chip, which is going far left, so that the wind can push our ball. That was not far enough left, I'm pretty sure. I would have liked to be a bit farther, like where those shots went. Because now we do have to still aim for a minimal amount of wind. I think here is good. I'm just going to send it. It was sent, and it is missed. That, see, if I'd gone left, I wouldn't have hit that slope on the right, and then that wouldn't have happened, and we would be tied for the lead. But unfortunately, I did mess up the drive, so it looks like everyone else parred except for the person who went in the water. Unfortunately for them. We are in second, which we are still going to lose rank for this. I do not want to be in second, so I'm going to do whatever it takes to get first place in this match. Let's see. Okay, this hole's not good. It's not going to be a pretty easy eagle chip in. Everyone's going to make birdie here. But if the wind's right, I mean, we do have a chance. Don't want to count myself out yet. But let's see. Okay, so this wind, you want to be over here. I just want second. I honestly don't care if I just get like fifth at this point. So I'm just going to risk it. You want to be over here so the wind's pretty straight for your second shot.
Nice shot.
And yeah, it's a good spot. I would have liked to be a little bit farther right, but actually the water is a bit too daunting. So from here, it's just a nice little backspin shot to the green. 11 mile-an-hour winds. That was overshot. I don't know what's been up with that today, but it was overshot, and I would have gotten the slide spin if I had undershot it a little bit, and first place did make the birdie, so we are going to have to settle with second, which is unfortunate if I had not tried that shenanigan on hole 16. There we go, do make the putt, we get second place. See how much rank we lose.
Finish.
Hopefully we don't go down past the middle of Infinity 2. Okay, that's a fair amount. We're about like where we started, which isn't terrible. I'm just gonna stuck around this for like a few months. So thanks for watching. Tell me if you want to see more episodes in the comments, and I'll do some games off camera. I'm not gonna just record on camera. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye.